Hey, Mr. Pong, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay. So, please go ahead.
Hold on a second.
What time is it there?
10:30 at night.
Oof. And you enjoying Thanksgiving?
Hold on, let me turn this up. What was that?
You enjoying Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was nice.
Hmm.
It's a slow, quiet family holiday, so yeah, it's good. Um, so let me explain. I'm just getting into the AI automation agency type, and I've got a lot of experience with home service companies, particularly in the HVAC space, heating, ventilation, cooling. And what I'd like to do is first build a cold email outreach campaign targeting those guys and initially selling voice and or chat bots and um, and mainly maybe you could replace a receptionist kind of thing with a voice chat bot, but I'm not so sure about that. I think that I think the biggest use case for the chatbot is supporting the people in the field, either the salespeople or the technicians who are installing stuff and they need to get information. But my overall concept is to build a number of modules around a certain platforms like a CRM, a project management tool, a customer acquisition tool, but in the beginning just sell them a really high functioning voice and or chatbot.
So, do you guys have those leads?
No, I would have to. I mean, I have a few that I can call and test with and whatnot, but in addition to part of building the cold email platform is to scrape Apollo and Google Maps and gather a large database.
So, what has been your expenditure on ads till now?
I haven't started.
Okay, great. So, that's what we do. We use cold emails. We make them personalized to the recipient. That just increases the response rate by like 7% as the industry average. But our cold emails, we get a 50% response rate and a 60% open rate. And I mean, for us, it's been working miracles. Even we are the AI automation agency, but what we're trying to sell now is we're trying to sell this service to everyone else because it's good. So, okay, so what we do is we send almost 1,000 to 2,000 emails a day. So for that reasons, I think like, do you have those data? Do you have those leads, or we would need to fetch them on our end?
Yeah, we gotta scrape them.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, so we are currently focusing on voice services for these companies. Am I right?
Voice and text.
Voice and text.
I think
More emphasis on either voice or text. So we are more inclined towards voice, right?
you have to test it a little bit, but here's the thing. I think voice is going to get their attention, but it's not going to work as well as they like. But text is going to work really well. So I think maybe we lead with a voiced, replace your receptionist kind of offer. And but you tell me. you know,
So do you guys have a website till now?
excuse me?
A website?
Nope.
Okay, so you gotta build that thing around up. Because without a website, you guys, being honest, people do not think you're credible. Because if you have a website, it's like you have online presence. People know, okay, so these guys have a website. It means they're not scamming anyone, stuff like that. So I think we also need to start with a website.
Yeah, that's easy.
Hmm.
I mean, I would just build a funnel style website and that's it.
Hmm. That's it. Okay. So and how many like sales calls can you take per day?
Um,
Because what happens is like when I send out these emails, we have to like we get 10 to 15 sales calls a day, which might not be possible alone. But yeah, I mean the system is so good that that's how it works. Like we get so many sales calls and like it's a headache. So like you're eating, you realize, oh shit, I had another sales call. Then you have to run back to the computer and take the call. So yeah, I mean, how many could you handle?
Honestly, at the beginning, only maybe 4 or 5. Um,
Yeah, five.
yeah, because I also, I've got other job that I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's full time. I can make time, to do this here and there, but um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me just explain to the process. So we'll start with sending out 25,000 emails this month for your on behalf of your agency. And what we'll do is we'll buy a few mailboxes to use to send out emails to. So like we'll just buy a subdomain which will point towards your main domain or to your funnel website, whatever is it. So that's what I think we should do. And we'll take almost 10 to 15 website 10 to 15 emails for that, and we'll use an email finder, and we'll use my automation to personalize those emails to the recipient. So what this does is it gets data from the person's LinkedIn. So if I were to let's just say send an email to myself, so the email would be something like this: hey Raj, you have been the founder and CEO of RapidX AI, you have been doing great, stuff like that. I know you know how to do Python. So that's how the email would be for anyone that like every email would be custom tailored. So there are two factors here: the emails do not land in spam, because it's not the spam email. They are not Every email is not the same email. They're all different. And two is that it just increases the response rate. The person's going to be like, oh shit, this guy actually looked into my whole life. Like he just spent his time, and like you just want to reciprocate. And in that way, you just go on and say, like, hey, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, let's just get on a call. I mean, if you looked into my life so much, I could at least spare 15 minutes for you to get on a call. And that's where you just crack the deal, tell them, you know what, okay, so this is what we have for you. We could do the same for you, and just do it. So does that sound good? Does that sound
yeah,
good till here?
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, do you mind if I quote the price right now, or
sure.
sure. Okay. So what is it for like for all the systems that we'll need? It's gonna be almost like instantly an email find and stuff like that. That's gonna be $500 just to get the systems for the first month, because that's like it's a monthly subscription recurring basis. And then
Yeah,
for our service fee, maintenance, optimization, copywriting, all the other stuff, necessary stuff, is gonna be $1,500 per month for us to like maintain the system, to like bring you leads, to scrape the leads ourselves, because you don't have a ready-made CRM, so we'll just have to go on LinkedIn, we'll have to go on Apollo, we have to scrape, I'd say, qualified leads. We'll not like scrape like some random person. We'll only scrape an industry which you want to target, and that way we are planning to like we'll work that way. Sounds good?
yeah.
Okay.
And
So
what about fulfillment of the voice bots and whatnot?
for that, I mean, okay, so like should we do that too? So we could have a commission basis, something like that.
Yeah,
Okay, sounds perfect. So, I mean, we could do that as well. Okay, we could have a 30/70 commission if I propose and you don't mind.
sure.
Okay, perfect. So first, I think we should start with the emails, and as you said, the target market. I'm gonna need a few documentation. If you have a ready-made script, email script, that would be great. Else we could just start with like we could just start from scratch. We'll start from A/B testing, split testing different scripts, and understanding which one works better. And we could start that way. And then once we start that, we could you could start getting in those clients. You could start closing them because you are an American and you just know these guys better. And then once you close them, you could just send them out to us, and you can have 30% of your hard-earned money, and we'll just do the complete rest. We'll just do the fulfillment. We'll do the what is called, it's maintenance, retaining, stuff like that.
And do you have examples of any voice bots and
Just a
text?
second. I will have. I might have something. I'll just check.
Like
I could.
in your
I,
experience, how well do these work?
these work like a charm if you like use it in the correct space. So we use it to do cold callings for other AI agencies. And just wait, I'll just show you the call. Mm, wait. Mm, mm, mm. Yep.
Hi.
Mm.
Hi, this is Emma from Beyond Agents AI. I know you're busy, but how's your day going?
It's going great.
That's awesome to hear. Can I have 30 seconds to tell you how we can completely transform your lead generation and appointment setting process completely with AI within your business? I promise it'll be quick.
No, thank you. I don't need it.
Oh, please. I promise I won't be more than 30 seconds, and I bet you'll love it. Just give me a moment. What do you say?
Go on, just make it quick.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Are you tired of your appointment setters calling in sick every couple of days?
Somewhat, yes.
I get that. It can be frustrating. Do you feel like you need to call more, but you're limited by the capabilities of human beings?
I didn't quite understand the question, but I do need to call more.
No worries. What I meant is, do you feel like the human limitations are holding you back from reaching out to more leads?
Somewhat, yes. I mean, what else option do they have besides humans? Works like a charm. I mean, if you didn't know it was AI, you won't be able to track out if it's an AI.
Yeah.
So it's like an AI cold calling, pitching AI cold calling services. So it's hypocritic, but still.
And when you scrape those leads, do you keep the phone number and also follow up with a call?
I try not to follow up with a call just because I mean you guys have like pretty strict calling regulations. What we do is we scrape like if we were to do cold calling, we'll scrape the only numbers. We won't scrape it from their LinkedIn page or stuff like that because we just don't want to trouble them in the middle of like some. And nowadays, I mean, people are not even picking up the call. It's like all voicemail just because of Thanksgiving. But yeah, I mean, we try not to call. We just like have a different list for that. We use Clutch or Yellow Pages to grab numbers just because those guys have, I'd say, given permission to get called. And like we just don't use LinkedIn to call you guys because it's we don't want legal consequences.
Yeah, right. Got it. Um, and you can throttle it back so I don't get so many calls in a day until I'm ready.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, that's okay. So could you just give me your like time frame in which you are mostly free? Because then I could schedule the calls that way so that you could take them between like what's the time frame that you're free at usually?
I'm I'm free from I mean I could make slots like like 10 to 12 and then 1 to 2 and then after 3, 3 to 7 kind of thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, I could fit in those slots. I could say it's like you have to text these guys when the mail drops and it says, okay, let's get on a call. Usually you have to tell them, you know what, we could do it from 10 to 12, or we could do it from 1 to 2, or we could do it from 3 to 7. And that way, I mean, we could just tell them that way, and they could like schedule a call, or we could schedule a call with them, and that way it works.
And I can also do 7 to 9. A lot of times business owners like to talk first thing in the morning. I mean, it's always better to talk to
Mm-hmm.
somebody first thing in the morning or in the
Yeah,
morning. In the
people
morning.
are cranky.
Huh?
People are cranky when they wake up, so yeah.
Well, you know, if
Mm-hmm.
if you talk to somebody in the afternoon, they've already made so many decisions and thought about so many things that they're done. They're not open to ideas. But when you
Mm-hmm.
first wake up in the morning, that's when you're most open to ideas.
Yep, yep. You're like you're fresh with your sleep, and you could just have a chat, have a nice chat with a coffee. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So should I start with the email marketing? Because like it might take me 2 to 3 days to get this all set up.
Um, well, first of all, I've got to get this. I got to whip up a website, put
Mm-hmm.
together pretty quickly. Um, I would just model it after. Hold on.
I think I could get that done. I mean, if that's a need, I have a few good website developers in my circle. Just check.
Do you know Nick Sarayev? He does a lot of
Um,
he
yeah,
does a lot
Nix,
of
Nix.
content in this
Yep.
space. Huh?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that guy has a great microphone. Nix, yep. Okay, so he has a website. I didn't know that. Okay, left click. Okay, left click.ai. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would make some minor changes, but I mean, that's really all you need. I mean, um, it's not too much of a
Mm-hmm.
website.
Build hands-off growth systems for B2B founders. Book a call. Yeah, I mean, it's just for your social. I'd say it's just for social validation that okay, these guys have a website, so they're actually doing a business, which means we could actually like work with them, stuff like that, and yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense. I
I
mean,
don't
it's
I don't think his call to action, the first hero line is very good, but I would make some changes. But I think you're right. People just want to check to see if you're
Mhm.
legit. You don't need like some, big fancy website anymore.
No, it certainly makes sense. Certainly makes sense. So what I'll do is okay. So I'll just ask what would be like. I mean, no, like he might take a couple $100 and get this done. I mean, I could just ask him if that's possible, and he'll get that
The
done.
the $1,500,
Hmm.
is that paid after the in arrears after the first month after performance?
I mean, we could have like we have it like 50% upfront and 50% after that. Say like after the month is end, just because like we have to start things, we have to buy stuff, buy subscriptions. We have to like get a copywriter who writes some good copy. Else we just we'd be shooting in the dark with those emails. So it would be 50% upfront and 50% after you are satisfied. So it's like 50% would be as a more of a satisfaction guarantee that Paul, if you're not satisfied, no problem. We can hold that cash off. We won't mind.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, the website's pretty great. I mean, I could like, should I just also add this and like get this replicated for you, if that makes sense?
excuse me.
Like, I could just get that done as well. Like, I could just get this website replicated with your company name and rebranded your way. Is that something that you want?
Yeah, I mean something along those lines. Yeah, I would just have to go in there and edit some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Obviously, I don't want to use his case studies and whatnot.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just see. Let me
Do
just
you
ask
have
this guy.
testimonials or case studies?
I have a lot. I have a few, but like I didn't put up the rest because I was just too busy with those sales calls. I mean, god damn it. They just
Yeah.
eat away a lot of our time. You're just trying to like tell these people how AI works, and then I mean, sir, don't mind, but you're too old for AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Um,
it's like I'm like sitting with people like you, and I have to explain to them it's not science fiction, sir. So it's not science fiction. Come on,
I think that's why I'm going to be able to sell it to these guys.
100. You guys, I mean, you know those guys better, man.
Yeah. Right. Do you have a
I
website?
I do have a website. I'll just show you right now. I mean, it's subpar. It's good. It does the work. So I mean, I don't mind. in the testimonial section, you could like get you could find the AI, I
Oh
think,
yeah,
or the
I did see this.
Mhm.
Saw this earlier. Yeah.
I mean that the subject line, it's pretty good. I mean, it's like steroids for business. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Um,
uh, do you use PayPal or do you have like Remitly or stuff like that?
I do use PayPal. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I use PayPal.
Okay, great. And should I also add like this website development to the cart as well?
Um, yeah, quote it out. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna talk with somebody before pulling the trigger. I want
Makes
to make
sense.
sure that this is a good decision.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Completely
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. Send me an invoice. You've got my email.
I will, 100%. And okay, let's see. And just let me know before this month. I mean, okay, the month is already at the end. Anyways, just tell me early next month that like we gotta get those like understand how many clients we're working with this month because again, it's a whole lot of mess. If like that people start dropping in between inside the month and stuff like that.
Well, that brings up another point. Is this is not a good time to start a cold email campaign because
Not
it's
not at least yeah, not at least in the USA. But if we go for like other nations like UK and Europe, I mean those guys they are pretty receptive right now. But for Thanksgiving and stuff like that in USA, that's a major issue because we have been getting a lot of out of office emails. But I
yeah,
mean you guys are coming back from 2nd December. They tell that they'll be back from to 2nd December. So yeah, I mean
yeah,
I could expect some response.
but leading up to Christmas, it's just it's not a great time.
Mm-hmm.
But um, but then again, in an email campaign, you don't just send one, do you?
We send a sequence. We send a like constant like first email. If the guy ignores, we have a second email. If the guy still ignores, we have a third one. We have a fourth one, and like at the fourth one we stop just because we don't want to get land in spam.
Yeah, yeah, because most people answer on the third email. Is
That
that
they
your
do. So
experience with cold email?
for me, it's either the first or second, just because if the person is actually genuinely interested, he's gonna be there in the first one or in the second one. For the third one, he's gonna be like, I mean, if he comes at the third one, I'm just quite receptive. I'm like, okay, this guy surely does not want what I offer, but he's just here just because I just send him 3 constant emails.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I'll just send you over I say the invoice for the quote, and let me know how that works, and let's just see.
Yeah. Sounds good.
At least, I mean, at least you could get the website done if not for the email campaigns.
Excuse me. What?
At least we could get the website done. If not for the email campaigns, we could start for the email campaigns from January.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That might be better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, send it over and we'll
Mm.
talk.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds great. Sounds great, Paul. Thanks for your
Okay.
time, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Bye bye.